First and foremost, big shout out to Drunk 3PO because he was the one brought it to my attention. I was watching a video from him, and I'm actually going to play. It's video in the video, right? Got a little video section here. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to give you my thoughts immediately. So this is Nick Merckx. This is out of the whole COD situation and that backlash or whatever when apparently it became so controversial to tell people to leave the kids alone. Okay? So I'm going to press play on this. I'm going to go over here, and we're going to press play. I want you to listen in because there's a comment that he makes where it's along the lines of what I said about so many different industries. I've dealt with this personally in the music industry when when I was at Fire, when I was in still am in, but when Backwards was first getting off, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing where he talks about folks that won't support him publicly. And let's just watch it real quick.
Call of Duty.
All the people that came to me privately, you know what I mean, like DMs, phone calls, and texts, and it would always start with, "Hey man, can't publicly, go to bat for you." Basically, is what they were saying. They just don't want to be. And I mean, I understand not wanting to be in the mess because I mean it gets a little bit crazy. I mean, I didn't want to be in it either, but at the same time, like I stand by everything that I said, and that's where I'm at. That's where I land.
Honestly,
so that's the part that I want to focus on. If you guys have been following me for the better part of the last decade, know how I feel about that, and you're gonna get that. See, these fists in the air, they take certain expedient social positions, right? Even on the political stuff, it's all a gimmick. Your favorite streamer probably is a chicken shit. That also goes with your favorite musicians, top to bottom. They take the position that's expedient for them. Anytime, especially when it comes in conflict with the authoritarian left, they have to do it in secrecy. So when Backwards, for example, we would go on and we would talk about our positions and all that. You get people that would message us probably like, hey man, we couldn't say it publicly, man, but I be agreeing with some of the things it is that you say. And this is why, definitely in the comic book industry, I remember when I was talking about comics and what was plaguing the industry, this was before the Rippaverse would pop off. You get artists, you get writers. A lot of the prints that you guys would see on my wall, I would get those from the artist, right? And they send it, and I appreciate that and all. But they'd be like, yeah, I can't publicly basically say that I agree, you're right about what's happening in the industry, but I can't publicly say it. Now I can give people jobs, so it's a little different. But it's kind of crazy how that works in that these guys are so chicken crap, and please stop hitting me up with that stuff. If you're one of those guys, I'm sorry, man. Definitely now in this day and age with what's online, from the cultural aspect, if you know something is wrong and you rather save your bacon instead of just saying it, definitely when you are like a streamer or something like it, yeah, whatever. That's fraud. But either way, I know exactly what it is that he's talking about because I've been there. Obviously, I haven't been in the middle of a controversy like this. Which again, it's not really that. It's that considering the space where he floats around, people find that controversial because they think entertainment belongs to them. The authoritarian left thinks the entertainment aspect is owned by them. So they think anybody that's popular is supposed to regurgitate every position it is that they have. So I've seen this when I watched this video from Drunk, and I was like, yeah, I know exactly where you are at because what you said was right. It was justified. There's nothing wrong with it. But these people would rather do it in secrecy rather than risk being called what you're being called. And that's like a bigot or a homophobe or some other nonsense simply because you said, and I'm glad you're standing by it, simply because you said, leave the kids alone. These guys are chicken crap, man. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I had to do a video on it because that's pretty much par for the course. Everybody's doing it in secrecy. It happens in Hollywood. It happens in the comic book industry where people know we're right about certain things, but they're like, oh man, I can't say it publicly. What you telling me for then if you ain't gonna say it publicly? If you enjoyed this video and want to support other content, please become a member at ericdjuly.com. This is my own unique platform that replaced my Patreon. Our Ultramax, which is our highest tier, gets free shipping domestically even with Rippaverse orders and are able to redeem the Creators Edition copy of ISOM #1. You can move up and down tiers or cancel at any time. Also visit Rippaverse.com. This is my comic book company that launched a $3.7 million campaign. We appreciate your support.